Hi there, Scorpio. How are you guys doing? I really hope that this reading finds you well. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Anisa from The Inner Stereo. And for those of you who have been here a long time, welcome back. This is going to be a relationship spread, meaning that you could always apply this with anyone in your life. It could be with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, exes, crushes, fiance, family members, anyone. I am basically just going to be picking up your relationship energy in general, all right? And don't forget to also check your sun, moon, or Venus sign, because I tend to realize that with my readings on YouTube, I resonate much more with my Venus sign rather than my sun sign. Probably because my Venus is in the 7th house, I don't know. But you know, you just want to check that out too. But if it doesn't resonate, then it doesn't resonate. Never try to force a reading, all right? We'll have the challenges. So many amazing talented tarot readers out there for you to click and watch. Let's talk about your overall energy for the now, Scorpio. Sorry, you have a ten of Swords in reverse. You have the Princess of Wands, and you also have the Sun card. So right now you are getting away from a period where you were immensely sad. You were super duper sad. You were grieving about something, right? And then you're getting over it. The way that you're getting over it is you're focusing so much on yourself here with the Sun card. These are your cards. Now, the way that you're getting over this period of heartbreaks, disappointments, and sadness is by becoming you. All you want to do is just to do everything that makes you happy, makes you grounded, makes you center with yourself. There is somebody here that you kind of like is quite waiting on. You might be waiting for some sort of communications from this person, or if this person kind of come back around, you already have like a letter or something that you actually want to say to them. There's this offering, as you can see here. There's a rose on your hand, and you're willing to offer them something good. But for the meantime, you don't want to pursue, you don't want to chase, you don't want to be the first person who extend that offer. What is challenging this relationship? You have the Four of Chalices. So you're dealing with somebody who is isolating themselves away from you for quite a bit because they want to get an emotional stability. 4 is square. 4 is something that's stable. So it's kind of like their defense mechanism to shy away from you so that they could, you know, protect these things, these emotions that they still can control. All right. And then the second challenge, you have a 4 and 4. This person is really, really protecting their stabilities. They're protecting what they control, protecting what they know it's the safest thing for them to do. Okay, they just want safety here. Because this is the 4 of Pentacles is depicted this way, so it's a little bit of both. So in the beginning, they're backing away from you because they want to gain their emotional stabilities. But as time goes by, as times went on, it's a bit of both manipulations and also them protecting their emotions. I might cut this reading for a bit because there's going to be a little bit of a call of prayer, and it's going to be quite noisy. So yeah. 5 kartu masa lalu. Oof. A very harsh energy coming from their side. So this person in the past actually was still thinking of wanting to have a relationship with you, but you cannot really force them to make a decision. You cannot really force them to want you in the way that you want them to want you. Be right back. Hey, so I'm back. Really sorry. I knew it was going to come, but I just wanted to record right away. Impatient Sagittarius. So I pulled 3 more cards while I was waiting. 3 more cards in the past. You have the 8 of Wands, you have the Princess of Chalices, and you also have the Wheel of the Year. So here's how different your energy was compared to them. Okay, you wanted, this is you, and this is them. Okay, you have high hopes for things to kind of like took off the ground and start anew. You just want a changes happening in you and stuff like that. But this person was very mean. If you were, and it already happened anyway, they're not willing to open up here in the past because they're so afraid of opening up. And the more you try to force them, the more you try to kind of like demand them, or you want them to love you in a way that you want them to love you. You're being met with this really, really harsh energy, the 5 of Swords. It's unfair. You know what I mean? They're very, very harsh. The Five of Swords is like an energy that they don't really care who they hurt as long as they're protecting. So they're very, very being overly protective. If you were to come to them in the past in a lighthearted and carefree manner, they would be accepting. But I feel like you being the Princess of Chalices in here is something that they're so scared of. Okay, and I think like you got the message already from them. It's either they say it straight away to your face, or you got an information for somebody else, or it's just like you, oh, okay. So they completely cease contact altogether with you. Let's see what's happening in the now. 5 kartu masa sekarang. 5 kartu masa sekarang. Hierophant card. Okay, now they are in a much better place because they have the Hierophant card in here, meaning that they already met either a mentor or somebody who truly inspired them to be whoever they want to be, but they're in a much better place, either mentally or emotionally. There's like a lot of realizations that is coming to them, but they're still depending on that. Like they could be watching like a lot of TED Talks, or but they're just kind of like having one person who inspires them so much, and they're listening to that person a lot with the Hierophant card in here. They do now is opening up to the possibilities of the relationship, but the thing is that in the now, there's still the Fool card in reverse with you, so they're not willing to take that giant leap of faith right now, and instead of doing so, they're contemplating it a lot. As you can see in here, this guy is having like a lot of thoughts and kind of like blocking the subconscious, or completely blocking the natural flow of emotions that is supposed to take place. While he's doing this, he's putting his Mercury to rest, or his communication to rest. So he's not really communicating with you. And it's exactly like this person, you know, the Four of Pentacles. So there is a lack of clarity, lack of information, lack of reasoning, and everything like that. They keep it all to themselves. A bit of both, because they just don't want to say it. They're too lazy to do that. And there's also manipulations that has been taking place. It's a bit of both, okay? You're losing it. You're losing your patience a lot. You have the Temperance card in reverse. You're like, nah, I don't think I could do this any longer, because the more I get sucked into this pool, the more I am emotionally available towards someone who is a very, very harsh energy, like the one that you were dealing with in the past, is the more that I lost grip of myself. So that's how you see it. And then you're starting to see, well, you're not willing to extend that offer any longer. I don't see you doing that, because you're losing your patience in here. You're so focused on yourself now. 5 kartu masa depan. There is still hopes, but right now you're just so focused on yourself. 5 kartu masa depan. This is so weird. Like they're waiting for you, but even if you were to reach out to them, they don't know what to do. They already have their main, they're kind of like is still closed up, you know, all the mistakes that was happening in the past, all the fights and everything, you know, how they protect their feelings is getting worse in the future. King of Swords in reverse also indicates like a mental manipulation is going on. So it's like a passive-aggressive, silent treatment. Oh, it's sickening. And then it gets to you. With the Eight of Swords in here, whatever this person is doing with their manipulations is actually getting into you. Why are you being manipulated, Scorpio? Because in astrology forum, like people would be like, Scorpio is a manipulator and blah, blah, blah. Why are you getting manipulated by another person like this? This person's manipulations will haunt your thoughts instead of your emotions, okay? So that person makes you crazy figuring out why. The reasoning behind this, like how come that person is doing this? How come one day he's like this and the other day he's like this? Which one is right? Which one is wrong? You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of mental manipulations that is being at play in here, although they're waiting for you. And you're kind of like quite... You're kind of like quite in a limbo, whether you still want them or you just want to take shelters away from them. I mean, you still do think about them a lot, especially with the manipulations that is going to be at play in the future, but also at the same time, you're hiding away yourself from them and you're focusing so much on your job. All right. I want to know how they truly feels about you though, because it's just weird. Like, why would people do this? I mean, like, if you want somebody, why can't you just have like a clear-cut communications? You know what I mean? Saya mau tahu perasaan si orang-orang ini terhadap si Scorpio gimana sih? I have the Queen of Wands. See. It's like all these mixed up emotions. They are excited with you. They love it when they're with you. They want you. They feel Ace of Chalices with you. They feel the emotions with you. They do think of having a future together with you with the Ten of Pentacles. You do give them the emotional security that they are longing for, but also at the same time, they are resisting it. So they're really, really resisting all these feelings, all of these wants, even resisting the actions that it takes place. And when that happens, they stop the natural flow of emotions and becoming somebody who is deemed to be a manipulative person, basically because they don't really know what they want. You know, the heart and the mind speaks different things. So their heart really wants you, but their mind and their subconscious and their traumatic experiences and their insecurities and their fears is getting in the way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that's it for my reading for you, Scorpio. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for your mid-February reading. Bye-bye.